Hello everybody. I just want to do a last minute live because yeah, today I'm going to check out Greenshift again. It's been a long time, so I thought it would be nice to do this as a live stream. I don't expect anybody to show up, but if you are going to be here, it will be nice. Yeah, and the reason why is because tomorrow we have something excited. I'm invited by the Bridge Builder guys, Matt, Mark, and Brandon, to showcase Greenshift with the live page building episode they have running tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that one. And today I wanted to look at Greenshift because it was a very long time ago since the last time that I used it. I had one person asked me to do some changes for the website using Greenshift. So that's something that is still running. But I want to take a look at Greenshift and ACPT and see, especially that one, if we can connect it and how the animations now work, because Greenshift has a lot of stuff and a lot of animations. So I want to see if I can still find everything that I'm looking for. Let's go to our updates and see if we can update all of this. There we go. A nice update. I'm also going to turn on some music. I don't know if you guys will hear this as well. Let's see. Yeah, it should be there. So I will select the right one so that we have a more chill vibe, right? That's what we like to do. Let's see. Create a mix. I'm using this one, by the way. You can use it for free on your live stream. It's royalty free music, so it is always good. So let's put that on. What we don't want is that YouTube music auto continues. So usually I select a playlist. There we go. You see, no copyright or DMCA. The only thing you need to do is put a link or something in the description where you say the music is created by Creator Mix, and then everybody can find it and use it for free. So that is a very nice thing. Let's enable the music also in here. We need to set the properties right that we can have that in as well. Look at that. That looks weird. Let me check out why is this happening. Look at that. It is because it's in here. Let's see if we can change that. It's in main camera. But this is the only thing. And then we have our mic. Should we put the mic even? There we go. That looks a little bit better, don't you agree? And let's change it back to our screen share. There we are again. So now everything's updated. This is nice. So let's get started first with ACPT, because I never used it before and want to take a look if it works as expected. So we need to create a post name. Let's do just a simple example, right? I have a YouTube video kind of thing, so let's... I mean, maybe you have seen this, but I make videos. Videos, and then we pick a video icon, maybe YouTube as an icon that reflects well. What do I want to add? Title, editor, thumbnail, excerpt. I don't need the author, custom fields, where it's all fine. It would be nice if the next step would be in here, because you're working in here, right? So this feels a little bit out of bounds, but hey, it's what it is. And here we can set if we want a different name for stuff, but usually that's okay. Do I want to use a hierarchy? I don't think so. I want this all be publicly available. We don't need a different REST API slog, which is nice, by the way. Do we want to have it in a menu position? I think it's fine. So we can move it around. Let's put it after pages, so that we get all our content besides each other. The rest all looks okay. You can change your URL prefix. And let's hit save on this buddy. And there we go. There we have our videos. And we can add new one. And perhaps what makes sense is also to use, let's see, ACPT. Yes. What makes sense is to also have available some kind of URL so that we can add a URL as a custom field in here. So where can we do that? We have typography. I think we need to create a field group. That looks like something that needs to be added then, right? Oh, you can pick and choose how it will show. Will it be displayed as a standard, accordion, horizontal, or vertical? A context, really don't know what it is. And the priority, should it be on top or not? We want to add this to a post type called videos. And now we can select our meta boxes. So that's nice. Let's add our first meta box field. And this should be video details. Let's keep it consistent with the naming scheme. We have plural as a name used. So let's also do that there. And then we add a field. Let's see. We want this to be our URL. So it can be very easy. And we want this. Can we select it here? No, we can't. Quick edit in WordPress. I don't know if I want to do quick edit. Also, let me fire up a social stream. If anybody is going to talk to me, then I want to see it. It looks like it doesn't want to run. Sometimes it happens, right? There we are. And we can remove the old sources. This is, by the way, what I use for my chat app, if you are wondering. And let's see if we can auto-find live resources. Last minute live. Look at that one. Let's activate. And now if somebody types something in the chats, hello, it should be reflected everywhere. There we go. And if I press my tablet, you will see it coming up right there. That's really nice. Awesome, isn't it? Let's see. What can we do now? So this can be moved away. Also, I was thinking that I did adjust my thumbnail. Now, did I? No, I didn't. Let's change that real quick. And open up Figma, because I don't want to give people the impression that I'm working on Web Studio right now, because I'm not. Let's see, do I have a simple one? I need to create one. And here we have all the thumbnails that I have. Do I have a simple one for live? There we go. Just this one. Let's export. And then save it in my downloads. And then select it. So now nobody has the expectation that I'm looking at Web Studio, right? And that's what I want. So we want to add a URL, and this is a URL text field. So let's select that one as well. We have a URL and a label. That should be fine. And I guess that's it. Then we hit save. And there we go. We've added one meta box inside of a group called video details. Let's have a look if that's really the case. Let's add a new video. And look at this. There we have our URL. Enter text link and enter the URL so we can have the text link and the URL of our video. Now, I don't think a text link is needed. So let's see if we can change that right now. We can edit it. And in here we have URL label, but I don't want that. Can we remove the label? We can also leave this as text, right? Then it doesn't have the validation, but doesn't matter really that much. I think I love simplicity above all else. Can add validation rules. So, but I don't know how to set that up. So let's keep it as is. Yes, you were sure. And let's save again. And if we go now to add another video, add new video. There we go, just one simple field. Now we can use this already for a video that I posted today. Let's see if I can find that one. So if we check out here and go to my YouTube channel, there's a nice recent video about the release of Elementor I'm very excited for. Let's see, and we can copy this one. Come on. There we go. Add it in, and then we add something else in there. The title. Now, you can also automate this with something like n8n or your triggers to make your life just a little bit easier. But I think for now, this is fine. And let's add our nice thumbnail that we just made. And let's wait a little bit to get this in there. Let's change the video real quick, I'm sorry. We can set our featured image and then let's hit publish. Now our video is available and we can show it on the front end as well. Look at that, there's our nice little video. Now I'm going to add a few more because else we don't have a really nice way of showing this, right? So we go to video and then add a new video. Let's see, maybe we can add this one as well. Looks like fun. Why not? Let's try it out if it works. Let's add it there. Live page building. I'm so happy that I'm invited to get on this episode. It is just insane. And very nice of Brendan, Mark and Matt to have me. Set as featured image. There we go. Let's do one more video, shall we? If I press Ctrl K, can we get a new video? No, we can't. So, new videos. And let's see, I don't know which thumbnails I have on my downloads. So let me check real quick if there are other ones that I can use. Look at that one. That's really nice. Then at least we can show different videos. Let's go to my YouTube channel again. And it doesn't matter if we use the same one again. Let's see, I can press it. Yes, there we are. Let's remove that and add the URL in here again. Amazing Elementor. There we go. And then we add this thumbnail, which is the same one as the video. And let's set it as a featured image. Come on, this takes too long. I've been biking like 14 kilometers every day to work, and my legs are now getting tired from the biking. I'm not used to biking that much, although I'm Dutch. It's just a lot of kilometers to do. It's like 14 kilometers. Really can't pronounce it. And have a real... It's really heavy actually on the legs. Which is fun, right? Let's publish this. And then we can view all of them. Now we at least have a few examples. So now let's go to our homepage. Home. We can also go to pages. Maybe we need to add a new page. Oh, perhaps I want to start out with setting up Greenshift. So we can go to Greenshift. And then inside of Stylebook, we can already create a stylebook, because that's also something that we need to show, right? They can have a manager of sorts. You can set your colors. Let's just pick very simple colors for now. There we go. And this is amazing that they have added this. You can add all of these variables. It would be nice if there's a one-click install. I don't know if there is. Let me check. I will send, after the stream, send Igor a message. Variables, one-click. Because else it will be very tedious. You have to click and add new. And then click this one. And add new. And then click this one. And add new, and click this one and add new. Although it's very nice, I think this can be faster now, can't it? And these are variables that are available. You also have classes that you can create. You have custom styles if you want to have that, and your identity, like your logo and that sort of things. Let's also check out. We need to stay on page because we want to for sure save everything. So we've added, our variables are lost. That's a shame. So save. Oh, add new, save. We can also do like this. And then hit save. There we go, all in the database. Now I've selected both professional and beginner friendly elements, because Greenshift has two of those, and I need to explain what those are. So let me also make a note of that I need to look at a video that Igor has made explaining those. Let's see if we go to Sol WP WordPress. Sol, I'm sorry, I spelled it incorrectly. Here we have tips and tricks in Greenshift. So that's a nice thing already to get you started. You have local style components and all kinds of things that could help you out if you're searching for something. And this is the latest tutorial, so you need to watch that at some point. Let's see, and for our global settings, I like to set our interface default values to be RAM. I show both. I don't have core framework installed right now. I don't even like the utilities for that. Maybe I should install core framework. So let's do that as well, because core framework and Greenshift really go nice hand in hand. So we can add, can we search it in here? Core framework. Let's see. Oh, look at that one. Hello there, buddy. This makes creating variables very easy. It's such a nice plugin. I was reluctant at first to have this installed, but it makes life so much easier. Now, Core Framework does have a full experience and also a variables only experience. What I would suggest is using the full one, because then it makes your life so much easier. Let's enable this one. And as you can see, you can also connect this up with your Figma file, which makes life easier when to translate something. Let's keep this as is. And there we have it. There we have all our settings in one place. And the nice thing, this also works with Bricks Builder. So if you're used to using this in Greenshift, then you know it's also available in Bricks Builder and can use it there as well. So then you have to learn one tool to manage all the variables and then just use it everywhere. Now, the components I will never use because I want to create my classes inside of Greenshift, if that makes sense. So I will just remove this one so that we don't override one or other, because that will be very painful. Let's remove all of these. And I need to install Core Framework as well tomorrow. Before tomorrow on my own test link. Save changes, and there we go. Now we have our variable set up and everything is available. We have created a custom post type called videos, because yeah, as a YouTuber you create videos. We have a few videos in there, and the next thing we want to do is create a page. Let's create our videos page, shall we? Oh, I don't want this. Please go away. I see we still need to install one thing that I haven't done yet. And that is our Greenshift theme. So in here, just hop in, press Greenshift. Let's also zoom in a little bit, shall we? Because I don't think you will see everything else. Whoa, my nose is itching. Ah, damn it. And there we go. We can press activate, and then you have your theme as well set up. You can configure your theme easily. This is a little bit like the Ollie theme that helps you step by step setting up your logos, and you can select your different homepage if you'd like to. You can change it. You can a custom homepage from a template, and we can edit this later in site editor. I thought this experience was different before. It could also be just me. A custom page. Ah, here we go. We create a new page, and then we see our homepage as is. If we don't select anything, then we can select templates. And in templates, we will see layouts if it's working. Ooh, I'm wondering, will this be working? Let's see our console log. It doesn't say any errors, so it should be working. Let's see if we press something. There we go. There's everything. Ah, layouts is broken in some form or way. Hopefully that won't be the case tomorrow. Else that's not a very good example, I guess, right? And look at all the sections that they already have available. You don't need to think about those. And you have some wireframes available, although I don't think this is a wireframe. As you can see, there are some images in there, so it doesn't look like a wireframe, but it still shows nicely what we can do, right? What we are creating, what we are adding. Let's scroll down a little, look at all of these things. It's a long time ago that I've watched this, so I see a lot of nice elements in here. And it's always good to see. And we also have full site editing templates. Look at that footer. That looks beautiful. Do we also have a full complete page that we can just test out? We already have a card with the query add-on added, but I want to show that myself during the live stream tomorrow. So let's see if we can find something that we can just set as a home page, but fancy. Oh, this is nice. all the fancy animations and stuff now has a prominent place. I don't see any layouts, unfortunately. And now suddenly it does work. So I don't know what is going on right now. So did we find a bug? There are a lot of things. Electric web shop. Let's preview this one. Let's see. Look at that. Ooh, fancy. Look at how amazing this looks. Isn't this just tasteful? And this is all within Greenshift already. I think that they have done a real good job in upgrading the templates. As I said, it's a long time ago since I watched this. BlockPress. I don't know, do they still maintain this? Let's go for this one. I like this one. You can just hit import. It will import for you, and I hope it will set the homepage as well. Hello. Do Greenshift and ACPT do the same as Jet Engine? Depends on what you want to do with Jet Engine. ACPT does the same thing as Jet Engine. Yes, it does. I don't know if everything is in there what you expect from Jet Engine compared to ACPT. Because I don't know the specific details of what you want to use it for. Now, if we want to pick a header, we can hover over and then we see our nice headers that we can use by default. And that's the nice thing of this setup. It helps you just get a very quick way of just setting up your website. And in here you can also use your templates. So if you see a template that you like, but those are all web shoppy kind of things, it's necessary for this website. So we leave as is. And then we save and continue. And then we can set a different footer. Oh, I saw a very nice looking footer in here. So let's have a look. If we can find it, there we go. And let's add that one in. Look at me creating an amazing looking website. Ooh, there's something going wrong here. Let's see if it's still the case when we open it up. And then as extra pages, you can select a blog post, a contact us page. You can select different kind of pages you want to add. I don't need any for now. And you can also change your templates. And I think those are fine as is. So now that we have our initial things set up, let's have a look at our website. Look at that. Oh, this looks like it needs some changing. But yeah, that's easy to do, right? This one doesn't do anything. Vintage watches. A really nice design. I really love it. I think our footer import didn't go well. It sometimes happened as well. And then you need to create it yourself. So that's the only problem that you can get into, but who cares, right? Let's edit this site. Now, I don't know if this is set up as a site. You can look at this. This is the footer, so it should be shown in the right way. Ooh, I don't like that this is showing here. Why is core framework there? I don't want that. Because I don't want to do adjustments in the core framework. Let's leave the page. Let's go into Greenshift, because there would be a setting there, if I remember correctly, that says, all right, I don't want to support utility classes. Let's save. And let's select it again and save again. And hopefully it's now disabled. I also think that this might have been the wrong choice to add this, so we need to disable this. And then if we go to our page again, do we have a home page, pages? And then let's look at all the pages, and then let's view our home page. Let's edit it, right? and select one. There we go. Now we have the Greenshift thingy again instead of the core framework one. I dislike the core framework one because you can't add classes directly in here in the block side. I don't know if it's possible right now. In the past it wasn't possible. So let's see if we enable it again. And then go to pages. And then home. Typing is sometimes so difficult. And then let's edit. Hello, Dave. How are you doing? Back from holidays, right? Search for a class button. See, you are not able to add any of the classes right here. So that's why I think having the Gutenberg thingy enabled doesn't make sense. Yeah, back to work. Must be hard, right? Getting back to work. Love that you're here, Dave. We need to catch up. Let's do a catch up live stream somewhere this month. Because I'm very curious how your holidays went and what your plans are for your YouTube channel as well, and what you basically have been up to. So let's take over my stream once again, and then see how you doing. Let's see. There we are. So this is a very nice looking template, and I'm going to make it less beautiful by adding something. So let's add the button. Yeah, we can do that next week, Wednesday maybe. Oh, sounds like a plan. So what I want to do is use the query loop builder. So we can loop over some things, and in the right hand side we see that our data query, we can select something. And we want this, what we want to do is we created with ACPT the video. So we need to select custom post type because it's something that we created. Then select videos. Look at that. There's our videos already. So it's very easy to get those in. And here we have our titles already. And if we want to add something else, you need to click this pencil. When you click this pencil, you can make changes. And perhaps afterwards, it would make sense to have, I don't know, does a video, advanced video have dynamic data available if we want to add a URL to it? So we need to enable dynamic value from YouTube. Look at that. That's just awesome. And we want to look into videos, and inside videos we have the video details URL. Look at how smooth that is. There's our video already in there. I don't like that it's showing the same one every time. This could be a glitch in Gutenberg itself. It's sometimes so glitchy. I hate it. And if we look here we have all the post types. This is just amazing how easy this is. You just add it, create it, and you're done. You don't have to look back and have I done this properly? The only thing is you need to see if the video is imported properly, because this doesn't look good. And yeah, it's actually very easy. Also something that some people said that I should show the animation, the interaction layers. I don't know, is it available also for the element tag? Element, let's add element. And if we look in element, we can select all the HTML tags that you're used to. So the element, div element, or the element itself inside of Greenshift is actually for the HTML elements that you can use. And that's really awesome. It's very flexible. Now, there's one thing that you need to know, and as a web developer, I hope you know, button isn't the button that you normally use. if you navigate to some places, you always use the A, which stands for anchor, which means that will link towards another place and pulls that in. That's why it's anchoring, I guess, right? So you can change all these things and have all the HTML elements in here. Would be awesome if all the HTML elements are in here. I don't know if it is. Could be so that it's already there. But let's see. I was looking for interaction layers. There we are. I mean, then we can do all kinds of triggers. So we can set a trigger when it enters or leaves the viewport. Motion scroll. That's something that I really need to learn, because that one is awesome but insanely difficult to understand. Because you need a lot of understanding before you know what you're doing. Look at all the options here. It's amazing, but also insane. Oh, your bobblehead hides the right panel. I'm sorry. Stupid bobblehead. Bobblehead, go away. Bad bobblehead. Let's scroll a little bit upwards. There we have our interaction panel. It's something to keep in mind for tomorrow. Maybe I will disable my face when I'm doing this. That's the bad thing, right? I usually put my face somewhere on the structure so that I don't get don't have issues with that. But yeah, let's see, can I disable it right from here, or do I need to set it up? Let's see, guest to hidden, talking to on. Oh, where is he going? He's going everywhere. All right. Back to this. So we can add interactions, and let's yeah, that's true. I set up my talking head as part of my mic. That's a challenge. Because I thought it would be easier if I just did that. Should I just move my head around here? No, it doesn't make sense, right? Maybe I should look at a different way of showing this as well. Because it's always the case that my bobblehead is covering something. Maybe I should look at what I'm doing now. The main screen. Should I just move it like this? You see this also sometimes, right? Then have this at the bottom still. But I want this to be full screen, and I also want to be visible. I don't know what to do. What should I do? Should Dave just take over the stream? There we go. Just leave it as this. Maybe I should move it for now to this side. And then fix it afterwards. I don't need to forget it. That I'm over here. Maybe this doesn't feel right. You get it? So, one note to take. Mic separate from my face. For my bobblehead. because else nobody can see what I'm doing and what I'm showing. Let's see if this helps also. This could also help, right? Feels about the same. Need to change my background paper, by the way. So we can, perhaps we can also show an interaction layer. We can also add animation still, right? And I do have the add-on enabled. Yeah, it's much easier to understand because most people nowadays are a little bit used to using GSAP. And if you want to use GSAP, you need to have the add-on, and there's everything you actually need that you're used to as well. Let's check out if we can make this even more beautiful. And then I can show both the normal but also the other Greenshift thingy. First, I also want to try recreating this section. Let's do that first. So we add a section, right? Add before, nope. Section, advanced section, section element. That does about the same thing. And then we need a container, two div elements, because they're two columns actually, side by side. And in the first one, we'll add a h1 for our title. Afterwards, we'll add a paragraph element. And afterwards, we'll add a element. And this should be the a tag. Let's see. There we go, an a tag. And in the other one, there should be an image. So we can add an image in there. Let's add an image element. Now we have all the elements set up. In our content section, we can use this one. And we can go either flex or grid. But I think flex would work best with this one. Maybe even grid, to be fair. Oh, they've used grid. So we'll be using grid as well. Let's go here and go to our grid. And then we have our nice grid builder. So we can make our lives a little bit easier by having a drag and drop way of creating the website. Let's go for 2, generate. And I don't see a way of creating the grid. Usually there's a way of readjusting where it's placed. I do know that this one had one. Grid. Look at this. This is amazing. This should also be in here. Although this is more aimed at professionals, I think having those kinds of UIs as well could always help out. I know there's something missing right here, because here should be the way that you can also create the grid itself. But no worries. We can always do something like we want it to have 1 row and 2 columns. There we go. And in here, in this one, we'll copy and paste in. If I can, there we go. It's nice that it also selects the blue thingy. And they have set it up as a highlight. Look at that. There's just a lot of things that Bricks doesn't have and Gutenberg has by default, right? Like having things in line. Like if you want to put an image in my text, look at how easy that is. That's just amazing, if you ask me. Your voice cut off, yeah. Though I already, I thought it was still there, but let's see if we can get this a little bit bigger. Find your leg stream. What is your next dream? It's nice to get back into Greenshift. To be fair, it feels very, very easy to create things. Now, the one thing a little bit getting used to is all these settings right here as tabs. But it really helps out. It really is fast. You can really see which one is which. It would be nice that the tooltip will be in there faster so that you can see very quickly what you're actually setting. Though those are local styles and you always want to use classes actually. I prefer that way of working. Let's also add a paragraph. So in here we have our paragraph, and let's copy the button. I can't change the content, but there's always a way, right? And let's style our content area. So in content area, we can go to the paintbrush, and there we can set all kinds of colors. And as expected, you can really set all kinds of colors. So let's go to it there. I'm missing my color picker. I thought there was something that you can click here and then click the colors immediately like that. But no worries. There's always more ways to roam, as we say in the Netherlands. We select our column. I wonder where this is set. Spacing is set on the grid container. One beautiful thing I like about bricks is the search for settings. For sure, yeah. Did you know, by the way, Dave, that I am now a WordPress specialist? This week I started at my new job as a person creating websites. So I'm very happy about that. Already learning a lot and using my knowledge. It feels so satisfying to be able to do that, by the way. To use more of your capacity that you can show and know and work with. Doesn't look like there's anything said, so that's a little bit weird. Where is the color set of this specific thingy? If we remove this, no, the color is still there. If we remove this, color is still there. If we remove this, color's gone. So it's on the column. That's something that we know. But where? Nice. Thank you, Dave. I'm very happy with the new job. Do we need to set it here? Looks like it doesn't override. Alright. That's new. We can luckily reset everything if needed. I just want to know which freaking color is used. Let's see. We can also do get this one. Then we can select our section. Block spacer. Where is it? I can't find it. There we go. Let's copy this and go back to our second. Can close this one and those two as well. And in content area, let's go here and go to background color. And there we go. It looks the same color. That's nice. Then we can add some padding, shadow padding. by the way, when you're saying that you love that Bricks has a search for the settings, I'm also a bit worried, because is it faster to use the settings that are then in Bricks Builder, or is it easier to write the CSS properties yourself, but just having a IntelliSense kind of thing, yeah, like code complete, just like auto suggestion, and having inline nice things like the grid builder is just very awesome to have. And you don't have that directly in CSS, but if you type in display and then grid, that automatically an icon will show up that you can build your grid inside of CSS. That would be awesome, right? That's how I envisioned a combination in between what we have right here and writing your own code, CSS code at least. For dragging and dropping the HTML elements in, I think this is a very fine option. Because I really hate writing the HTML. It should be just fast. Just click, 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 and you add everything to the page. Let's see. We now have this one, and we want to change our padding. Let's add a padding all around. Let's go like this. 3 and 3. And maybe this should be 6. A lot of spacing going on there. And then we also want a border radius. So in here we go to a border radius, something like 3. And we want everything connected. There we go. And this is becoming to look a little bit similar, right? Doesn't need to be completely similar, just a little bit. And now we want to change the styling. In here we add a nice class of button. I like that this is now like this, that you can directly add. It would also be nice if you type in and it doesn't exist, so that you can press enter to just create it as a global class. I saw an example where classic classes are used, and I kind of get it, but it won't be my preferred workflow, I guess. Maybe it's just me. Look at that, we do have a button class already. So we can change the styling right here. Let's do that. Let's change the typography to be not... It's not visible here. Let's not do that. Let's make our button a little bit visible. So for colors, we're going to use a black color and the link color as well. I see that doesn't override. So maybe this is said by what's called core framework. So we can change it up in here and then do changes here. Now one thing I am missing is the way of... Where are my variables, by the way? Here are the Greenshift variables. But I have also set up the core framework variables. So let's go to Greenshift style and see if we can... Do we need to enable this one before it adds it? Close local option by default. That looks like some simplified for admin, non-admin roles. That's a very smart thing to have. Generation, column padding. Yeah, I don't want any column padding actually. API keys, header. And let's go back to our page. So let's go to... Oh, that's not what I wanted to go to. Pages and then home. Let's go there and edit it. And in here we have still button, but do we have our preset now? Yes, look at that. There's our presets. I love that you see the sizes of Greenshift, by the way. What we also can do, because we're now using two kinds of things, go in here, and maybe it's a little bit tedious, but we can just copy minified, and then go to Greenshift, stylebook. Can we just import it? What's this? Primary. But they've now added everything, but it looks like it's empty. And if we do like this, code must be used according to syntax example. Show syntax example. You need to select it as a size, spacing, and color. So it's not a very easy import, unfortunately. Or is it? Let's see. Save page. Let's go back to our core framework and go into our CSS root. No, it doesn't add those in there by default. So maybe for now, the stylebook, I would just leave the variables empty. Okay, then hit save. And then if we go back to our pages, search, pages, home. Let's get back to our homepage. Let's see if we can now do what we want. You see the how this is done. That's nice. So we now have button, and for our button, we want to change a variable. Look at that. Now we are just using the core framework variables. But this is awesome. So let's see, right? This one looks like it's a little bit smaller, so let's change the size just by a bit. Let's make it medium. Then for our text color, we want this to be black, so it should stay the same. Because of the link, also needs to be black, and our background should be white. There we go. And do we want a underline? I don't think so, right? So we go there, and then press this one too, so that we don't have any decoration, because the underline default by links is a text decoration. And then next we want to add some spacing, so that's the next tab. And let's add, oh, can we remove that? This is also a very nice feature they added not so long ago. They can press the blue icon to remove some things. Let's go in here. So I don't have a clue what all of these are. These are looking like colors. Why are there colors inside of the padding, in the side of the sizes? I guess that's what you get when you're using core framework. Then the integration is not so nice as that you might like to have. Excel. It doesn't look like there's anything changing. Am I correct? Let's see if anything changes on the front end. Not extensions, just refresh. Didn't I save? I did save. We also need to save this one because we have made a change to that. All right, this is the example, so that's why we don't see it. Now we have our example. Look at that big button. I like big buttons and I cannot lie. Do we need to refresh this to see it happening as well in here? That's a weird thing. It doesn't show up. But it doesn't matter. We can still change this. And then we put the same one here. That's a shame that we can't input it right there directly. It's also something I'm getting very used to using bricks. When you press right click, you immediately see the values you will be entering. And then you have a freeform right here where you can put in 12 pixels, and then like this it changes. So the right click would be accessing directly to what you have set up in the core framework. So let's see how this looks, and let's give it a refresh. There we go, a very big button. All right, we need to change that, I guess, because this just looks ugly. UCLI. I don't need an alibi. Let's see. And if we save, and they save this as well. It would be nice that this is synced, that when I save here, that this will also be saved. Because now double saving, still. It got very tired at a given point that I forgot to save in here, and then the class isn't saved, which means you didn't see your changes, which means you think you set it up wrong or did something different in the page builder. And what I do when I see that there's a bug, I refresh, and then you lose all the settings that you've worked on. Last couple of minutes because you didn't press the save button. So still there needs to be a link or something, because undoing is quite easy, but losing what you've done, that's very, very tiring. I see there's no variables for this one. That's weird, because if we look in here, we saw radius as well, right? Radius, there we go. So there's a radius variable available, but it isn't available in here. This could be just, we can just force it in there, so that's nice. And if we hit save on both of them and refresh the page, there we go, we have the button in there. A nice little link, but it doesn't link to anywhere, so you need to change that. And you'll do that in here. We have our link page. Greenshiftwp.com. Then we hit save. Then we can check out if it's working. Look at that. We have a nice, very nice hero section. Now I'm wondering, can we add amazing animations? Most people like Greenshift for that, right? Can we have a block in? No. What's it called? Ah, clip. Look at that. Can we also do that line by line? Please. Parent on custom selector, animate on custom selector. So then we need to make changes. I'm not feeling like doing that right now. And also, let's have a look at our interaction layers. I made a tutorial, by the way, about interaction layers, just to give a glimpse of how this works. Let's see. Interaction layers. It's this one where I looked at interaction layers, in this one as well. Very awesome content still, if you want to understand how interaction layers works within Greenshift. So can really recommend that one. It's on my YouTube channel, by the way. You can look in the tab videos, and then you have all the videos, and if you scroll all the way down, you see some Greenshift videos as well. And here is the one about the interaction layers. And after I made that video, I understood a little bit more about interaction layers, by the way. So I learned it, and then you guys learned it as well. Let's see. It looks like the images are not automatically added to the page. So this is external image, I guess. vertical align, enable image dynamic value. Yeah, I don't see where I can find this one or change it up. Upload new, so we can upload a new one. Ah, here it is. Ah, we can use an external one. Let's see. Is it also replace with a link? Look at that. We can just add it right in there. That's awesome. Now, next thing we want to do is change this one. Look at that. We're already 1 hour and 5 minutes busy with doing these kinds of things. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's just do it dirty, right? The local styles. Because you know you can use it as classes as well, so you should go figure out how to use it. You will do fine, you will understand. There we go. Nicely in the center. And these are some animations happening. I think these are, yeah, as I thought. Separate boxes. Yeah, still some of the same things, some new things. And it's very fun to explore Greenshift. I really think that one of the most powerful things that the Greenshift people sometimes I just can't get to words to work. But the one thing that I really think is awesome that they have added this motion scroll. It's based on motion.dev, if I remember correctly. And this is a motion animation, very lightweight. And you can do the similar things like you can do with GSAP. But the amazing thing is that it is very, 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 very lightweight. Which means that you can run it very easily. But as you can see, there's a lot of things that you need to understand before you know how this works. So this is where the scroll starts and when it ends, and then something happens on that scroll. And then if it's in that position, you can add interactions or conditions to that. So at a point, need to look at that as well, but it will not be tomorrow because need to be mindful of time as well, right? Let's see, and let's delete layer. Yes. What we can do very easily is add show an animation, and then we can add a text animation. Enable text mask. We want to show by lines, stagger the delay by half a second, and then shift up by 10. Oh, I want to shift upwards. And then start from go from -10. Oh. Maybe even little, just a tiny bit. That looks better. And then we can also use a clip. Bottom 0 to full. It doesn't do much, no, does it? And then we can do on load, and then we can set it to from. And there we have our tiny bit of animation. Look at that. Nice stagger effect. All right. I think I have enough things that I could explore for a Greenshift. And much of it is still the same to use. I really love it, actually. It's quite easy still. There's still some things that yeah, it's always the case, right? Every tool has something that you maybe like or dislike. Does this work nowadays? Ah, look at that. Copy and pasting it in. It's working, at least on this one. Does work on every one. Let's have a look on this right here. You don't need to type it in, right? Copy and paste is working. That was the biggest one that was annoying me, actually. So very happy that that is fixed. Let's see. And even here, oh, awesome. I don't know if it's a Gutenberg thing that fixed it or Igor is, but I'm just very happy that it works again. What's also nice is that you have some presets you can use. Some presets that they have made. So you don't have to think about it. Ah. It then uses a variable that they have set up. The only thing that's bothering me, and a reason that I can skip using Core Framework, is in having an easy way to add all these variables here. Ooh, look at that, they're back again. I guess that's it. That's what happens when you're using Core Framework. Let's have a look. Yeah, it would be very nice if you have just a one-click install for all of these. And then colors, I would definitely love to use this one. It's my main colors. Yeah, that's basically it. I've seen and explored enough to understand how things work. And I hope this was a little bit helpful for you as well. Please let me know if it helped you out or not. If you want to watch me rebuild a page, join me tomorrow at Mr. Medi. Let's see, what's the YouTube channel actually? Come on, I'll go here. So I would be very happy if you would join tomorrow's live stream. I will leave a link in the live chat as well, so you can easily find it. And yeah, we're going to discover how we can create a page for me using Greenshift, and Joshua is also there using Divi. And I'm very excited to see the differences. I've always looked at Divi and was like, oh, that's something that I should look at as well, and I need to have it. But then I got to the Elementor side of things instead of Divi, and then turned to Cadence, and then to Greenshift, and now Bricks Builder as well. So yeah, I hope this helped you out with understanding how to set this up. It was quite easy actually. And hopefully we can do it a little bit shorter tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Have a nice day, and bye bye.